we are going to be reading dark romances, 3 of them this week. Am I nervous? Yeah. Am I scared? Yeah. Hey everyone, today we are reading 3 dark romances. Now, my friend Ellen, she is a fan of dark romance. I, on the other hand, am not. I like a nice little hook, line, and sinker. Maybe wild love. I even have a couple saved a demon romance. And these are the darkest I've gotten so far. Hooked and Rhapsodic. This one sucked, so we'll talk about this one. It wasn't that bad. I feel like he was a morally great character, but like towards her, it was cool, you know? There was one part I was like, oh. But other than that, like, it was good. Now, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. I messaged my friend. I'm like, hey girl, send me some dark romance recommendations. She was excited. Let's just say that. So she sends me them. I have The Ritual with me. Okay. This is going to be the second book I read. This is her intermediate choice for me. And then on my Kindle, I am reading God of Malice. This is her beginning one. Oh, I started it already. Okay. It happened in like the first 10 pages. Okay. I was shook, okay? I called her, left that voice memo, and I was like, what did you get me onto? And she's like, do you love Killian yet? No, I really don't love him yet. The last book I'm reading is Haunting Adeline. I do not have that book with me right now, but I will keep you updated. God of Malice. So far, I mean, this isn't a spoiler. She's like hanging from a cliff, right? And he's holding on to her. And he takes a picture of her and was like stunning. And then he goes, not you, the photo. Excuse me? And then he was able to like get her up. So this is the type of books y'all are into. Okay. And then what follows? I almost put it down. I did put it down and I picked it back up because I was like, I gotta finish this video. Yeah, so I'll see how it goes. Okay, so I just picked up Haunting Adeline. I only have, or actually no, I have all the books now. So I will keep you updated on when I pick up the first one and my thoughts on it. My other Haunting Adeline is still being delivered from Amazon. So I do need to return that one or this one, whichever one. But we can get ready for the series. All right, bye.
Okay, hey guys, I got up to read, but we currently do not have power, so I will be editing for a minute, and then I will start God of Malice on my Kindle. I'll let you know when I have the next update. Okay, I'm about to start God of Malice. We'll see if I like it.
So I'm like 15% of the way through right now of God of Malice, and it's okay. I mean, I don't really like it so far. The writing's kind of weird. Like, I'm not really sure what's really going on. Somebody died, and the girl that you follow, she's not like saying what happened. He clearly drowned, or his car went over a cliff. I guess I just need to read on, I guess. But I have a couple things to do. I need to go to like Target and stuff, so we'll see.
Okay, real fast, editing Lauren here, and I just want to preface this by saying I am not in any way saying that there is nothing wrong with these books. There are like rape, sexual assault, stalking, killing, all of the above in these books. I'm just not going to keep saying it, but just know that that is all in here, and the trigger warnings is like a very long list for each book. So like take that into account if you go to read this, because It is a prevalent thing in these books. Okay, now back to my review where I just having a good time. If you want to read something like this, it's the review is like that. But just know it is still a heavy topic and I'm not taking it lightly.
Update. I finished God of Malice. I ended up liking the romance in there, surprisingly. I think after the first scene that you get with them, it becomes more mundane. It's more of she doesn't like him and he's trying to win her over kind of, but not really. I ended up liking Killian. I don't know why, but his version of love is not something I would recommend, but I understand it from his point of view. I really liked it. And they had a really nice plot twist at the end, which I was not expecting there to be. And there was no miscommunication either. Everything was very much communicated in this book, which I love so much. The one things I did not like her writing style. It really was not for me. And then their ages, I was getting all over the places with what their ages were. And then I found out they were 19. I was like, eh. And this little society that they have, a little unrealistic, but other than that, it's fine. I am reading The Ritual next. It's in a stack over there, and I'm going to try to finish it today. I will keep you updated about the 50% mark in there, surprisingly. I think after the first scene that you get with them, it's more of she doesn't like him and he's trying to win her over kind of, but not really. His version of love is not something I would recommend, but I understand it from his point of view and I get it. And there was no miscommunication either. Everything was very much communicated in this book, which I love so much. The one things I did not like her writing style. It really was not for me. And then their ages, I was getting all over the places with what their ages were. And then I found out they were 19. I was like, eh. Yeah, so that was a little and this little society that they have, a little unrealistic. But other than that, it's fine. I am reading The Ritual next. It's in a stack over there. And I'm going to try to finish it today. I will keep you updated about the 50% mark.
I was just recording this whole time and nothing was recorded. Okay, so I picked up God of Malice in the mail today. What happens is you follow Glendon, and her friend just recently drove himself off a cliff, and she is wondering what happened to him, why he decided to do this. So she is standing at the end of the cliff and she ends up almost falling, and a man catches her. You find out this is Killian, and he is a grade A psychopath. And he has been stalking her. He ends up saving her because she said that she'll do anything for him, and he makes her perform down there and essays her. And this is a theme throughout the first half of the book of him giving her two options and her picking them. They're not good options by any means, but this is his way of saying well, I gave you an option, you just didn't choose the right one. You find out that Killian goes to a school on the same island as Glendon does. Now, Glendon goes to a mostly British school, while Killian goes to a American university where most of them are killers and part of the mafia, and the schools do not cross unless it's for sports. You find out that Killian and Devlin were both in a secret society together. There's really no plot halfway through the book, even 3/4 of the way through the book. That's pretty much all it is just sex and him trying to get on her good side and her saying no, which I understand, but for a reader's point of view, I was getting kind of annoyed because I knew they were endgame, so I really wish they kind of picked it up a little bit and got into the relationship sooner. You find out what actually did drive a Devlin to drive off the cliff. The story wraps up nicely. I did there was a plot twist in there I did actually and I did not see coming. Do you like Killian? Which is kind of weird because he is a psychopath. He legitimately says he's becoming a doctor so he can open people up and look inside them without killing them and going to jail for it. That should just sum it up for you. Can we please talk about their names? I hate their names. Glendon, Killian. Well, I don't mind Killian, but Glendon and Devlin. Sorry if those are any of your names, but I do not like it at all. I'm giving the book 3 stars. I did like it relatively. It was, okay. I can understand why people would like it. This is to my friend Ellen. I understand that he's your baby.
I did not like him as much as you did, and I am sorry about that. This man, okay? Like, I mean, it's page 8, so I can say it. I throw the skin to the floor to rest at his feet, a souvenir for later.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
I'll keep you updated. All right, so I'm reading the ritual right now, and nothing's really happening. I'm just like annotating as I go. I decided to come out to the pool and relax for a little bit, so I'll show you guys the view and show you guys me annotating for a little bit. So I just want to give you guys an update on the ritual. So pretty much we are following another book of people in a university in a secret society. These ones are called the Lords. And Riot is our main male character that we're following. And he is right now in the initiation stage of this society. And he just went on a mission with this man named Matt. And Matt is not a good guy. He tried to like SA this woman that they're supposed to like keep alive, and she ends up dying because she falls down the stairs. They get in trouble for it. Riot doesn't snitch, but they all know like Matt was the one that did it. And then this man comes into the room and talks to Riot, find out later, giving him a name. And when they start the initiation for the Lords, they're not allowed to sleep with anyone. Well, after you become a lord, you are giving a woman, and they are at your beck and call pretty much, like for your sexual needs, and they know what they're getting into when they accept this. And so he has given this woman's name Blakely. Now we find out that Blakely is dating Matt. I hate Matt. I'm not a fan of him. He gives me bad vibes, like right off the bat. Matt and Blakely are in an arranged marriage. It doesn't matter that they're in an arranged marriage because whatever the Lords say, if she accepts, like that's what it is. She goes to a party, some things are found out, and she accepts Riot's invitation to become his woman. And they do the ceremony, and then she is now his. And so far it's really cute, honestly. He's not a bad person. His character isn't bad. Yes, he kills people. Which is just weird to say, like his character is not bad, but he kills people. But like overall, he seems like a nice guy, and she seems into it. I will say, there is Dubcon in this. He does very soon. Oh yeah, they're at a party, and she's like drunk off her ass, and he ends up like taking advantage of the situation. They don't have sex, but he definitely goes to town on her, and that was not it. She was into it, but like still. But I will keep you updated on how everything is going. Okay, hey guys, I just want to come on and give an update on the ritual. I ended up finishing the book tonight, and so I stopped tabbing halfway through. I liked this book, actually. I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. Riot and Blakely have this relationship going. Now, they're not official or anything like that, but they don't see anybody else. Their relationship is like cute. They have a lot of kinks, a lot of sex, but relatively good for one another, I want to say. And I did not mind the relationship with at all. Throughout the book, Matt is trying to get Blakely back from Riot, and it's not working, and he is going to extreme measures to get her. Plot twist at the end I hated, honestly. That bumped it down to a 4 star, probably like a 3.5 actually bumped it down to, but I will put it in Goodreads as a 4. I hated the plot twist at the end.
What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason?
absolutely hated it. I thought that the plot with Matt was more than enough. We did not need anything else in there. And I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not, if you have read this book, but I just thought it was unnecessary. And I hated that character too. I went to Barnes& Noble to try to get all these books, and the problem is that I thought I got Haunting Adeline, and I got the second book, which is like Hunting Adeline. So I just picked up Haunting Adeline, so I had to go and return that, and then my book was still stuck in the Amazon locker, so finally got it on Kindle. Then I was reading the author's note, and she said that I needed to read Satan's Affair first. So I guess we can add another book into this real fast. I read this book, and when I tell you, I was shook. What the did I just read? Okay? Because this girl is crazy as shit. So you follow this girl. I don't know what's her name. I don't have my Kindle with me. So you follow this girl, and she is like raised in a cult, and she like kills her dad, and she escapes, and she lives on this traveling like haunted attraction called Satan's Affair, and she lives in a dollhouse. Okay, she lives in the walls, and she travels with the haunted house, and dresses up as a doll, whatever. She has these like hunchmen that all she does is like have sex with them, okay, the whole time. That's all she does. It's just like them 24/7. I'm like, girl, like, is there a plot? Because right now I'm just like, what's going on? But then you find out that she can like smell bad on people, so she takes upon herself to like kill these people. I mean, like, she goes crazy with the knives. Like, she's psychotic, okay? And I'm sitting here, is she real, a human, or is she like, how can she smell demons? Like, what are these demons? And I'm so confused at first. And then I find out, like, then I start like reading, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then like things start coming along, and all this I had to read just to meet this man that's gonna stalk Adeline in the next one. But it has nothing to do with Haunting Adeline. At least I don't think it does. I hope that girl, the psycho girl, is not in Haunting Adeline, because poor Adeline, let me tell you, because she has another thing coming for her. But if it's just the guy that's like going after like the bad guys, go off. And so then I started Haunting Adeline. The prologue, when she was like, there's a man that's like standing outside my window every day at night, but it's like kind of scares me, but also kind of turns me on. What? No, jail, whatever. And then you get to his part, and he sees a picture in a window, and he's like, oh, a book signing, let me go see her because she's gorgeous. And so at the top of the page, she's like, oh my god, she's like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And then all of a sudden, I'm gonna have her no matter what, even if I have to take her forcefully. Sir, why can't you just ask her on a date? Why are we doing all this for no reason? Just ask her on a date. Be normal, okay? You're doing all this. I know that you're relatively a good guy since you're fighting evil in Satan's Affair. Why are we doing this? Why are we stalking? Why are we standing outside somebody's window? Why are we banging on doors, sir? Can almost guarantee I will not be reading the second one. I do not care that much. I will not be reading the series of any of them, probably, but I need to know what's going on. I'm excited to see how it goes, and I will keep you updated as I read. Okay, so Adeline found a safe. Inside the safe were journals from her Nana, and in them we have like a apostolary going on, kind of. And we have her journal entries, and you find out that her grandma has this man that's been like watching her. Okay, so her friend's over, and she goes downstairs to get a drink, and there is a glass there that wasn't there before, and a red rose again. So she knows that this guy was in her house again. Creepy. Gigi, her great grandma, that she's reading her journal, just found out that she was murdered, and I guarantee you she thinks it is the stalker, but I think it's her husband that murdered her. So we will see. Well, I'll see, you won't see.
Okay, so I decided to get out of the house for a little bit, and I went to Barnes& Noble because it just opened a new one. And then while I was there, across the way, they had a art fair going on, so I decided to stop by there, and I picked up a couple things. So here's a little book haul. I got 2 books. I got The Art Thief and The Haunting of Elkwood. And then for shopping, I got some mango habanero salsa, and I also got this like planted stained glass plant, which is really pretty. And then I topped it off by getting dinner at my favorite sushi restaurant. And I got some sushi and the crab ragoons. And I made a Caesar salad at home. Like the 200 mark, and my friend said I should record if I am doing a reading vlog on it, which I am. So let's see what's going on. With a gun?
What's going on? Talk to me. I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done.
Alright, hey guys, I've been reading for a couple more hours and I'm almost done with the book actually. But like, why does he have to be so cute sometimes? Like, Zaid, honestly, okay, hear me out. Some of the things that he say are super cute. And like his point of views, you're like, wow, he really does care about her and doesn't want to do like anything and just wants to love her. But like, I get it, because like if I was Adeline, I'd be like, what the? Post editing Lauren here. I just wanted to come on and say that when I say I'm here for these guys, or I can see why people like them and all this, I can see why people like them. And like in the middle, or probably towards the middle of the video, I really had to just stop taking it seriously and just like suspend my disbelief about everything. And that's what I did. Like, it just got so laughable at one point that I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna think that they're not doing all this batshit crazy things. And like, then I was like, oh yeah, I'm here for these guys, but you know, we still have to think about they are stalking. And if this was happening to me or my friends or any other woman, I would be calling the cops, the FBI. I would be taking it into my own hands. I'm sorry. Honestly, Adeline. Yeah, that, I understand why the girlies like it, and I think that they do kind of stop thinking about the fact that they are stalking them and they are doing this stuff, and just think of it as, oh yeah, they're doing this. Because I feel like that's the only way that you can read them and like them. But that's when I say, like, I'm here for Zaid, or I'm here for Killian. I do like Riot, kind of. Like, it is very much, like, consensual there. He does drug her a lot, though, for no reason. Like, you don't need to drug her. That's what I mean when I say, like, I'm here for them. I'm here for them in the sense of I like them when I don't think about what they're actually doing. Alright guys, so I just finished up Haunting Adeline tonight, and I am going to give you my final review on everything. So starting with God of Malice. I enjoyed this book, was not my favorite. Overall 3 stars, and it was okay. If you just want a university dark romance where the guy is a morally black character and trying to get the girl, and there's like a subplot, this is for you. After that, we have The Ritual. Now, again, university-based. I would say do not read these back to back. I don't know if it's because I read them all in a week or what, but it does get a bit like confusing because it's the same premise. They're both in university, both morally black characters. They're both in secret societies. The Ritual, I liked better. I liked Riot better as like the main male character. I liked his and Blakely's story as well. I would recommend this one. It was good. Last but not least, I read Haunting Adeline. Now, I really liked this book. I didn't think I was going to. I like this book. I will be picking up the second one. In fact, I can almost guarantee I will not be reading the second one. I do not care that much. I already returned my other one. I will be picking it back up and reading it because
I really enjoyed the plot, the storyline, like everything that was going on. Satan's Affair does show up in this book. You don't have to read it, but it was a nice insight to like Sybil and like her storyline. But this was so good. So I don't think I gave you any updates. I gave you updates as I was reading. But so pretty much you follow Adeline, which is a writer, and one day she is having a author signing and Zaid comes up and sees or like runs across her, and she is the most beautiful woman to him. And so he decides, you know, I need her in my life. He starts stalking her, which like best moment. No, it's not. As you're following their storyline, you're following another storyline from her great grandmother's journals, and she is trying to figure out who murdered her and if it was her stalker. And as you're like following those plots, Zaid, he works to take down human trafficking and kills the people that are a part of that. And so during this, you find out he is trying to save Adeline while also trying to take down this secret society that's going on, and they're like sacrificing children and like women, or well, I guess they're sacrificing anyone, honestly. And so he is trying to take down that, and it was a really good storyline. I was reading it at night one night, and it gave me like the creeps. I really, really enjoyed it. Like honestly, if you read the trigger warnings and you're okay with them, I would pick this one up above all the other ones. Okay, so this is when he comes across her at the bookstore for the first time, and he's like staring at her through the window. He goes, I don't know if God really exists. I don't know if mankind has ever walked on the moon, nor do I know a parallel universe exists. But what I do know is that I found the meaning of life sitting behind a table with an awkward smile on her face. How cute. But then you get to the bottom of the page, right? And I was like, oh, what are we doing? Like, he goes, something inexplicably dark arises in my chest. It's black and evil and cruel, dangerous even. All I want to do is break her, shatter her into pieces, and then arrange those pieces to fit against my own. I don't care if they fit. I'll fucking make them. Chill, calm down. Okay, so this one made me laugh. So he like comes into her house and leaves roses everywhere, and there's this one part where he comes in, gets a drink, and then like leaves a rose while her and her best friend are upstairs. And so she comes down and she's searching and checking all the doors to see if he's still in there. She goes, I hadn't heard anyone come in, not a single sound. Angrily, I stormed towards the front door and twist the handle. Locked, just as it always fucking is. Needless to say, it seems a locked house isn't enough to keep a creep out. No, it's not. No, he will not be stopped, okay? The other thing I have to say is the gun.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
If you know, you know. I forgot that was in here. I heard about it, but then I didn't think it was this book. And then I got to that scene, I was like, so needless to say, I had a good time reading these books. I will pick up a dark romance time to time from now on. I do not know if I'll do it all the time, but these three, I can say, I have read and I very much enjoyed. Well, I very much enjoyed this one. These ones were fine, I guess. If you decide to pick up one of these, let me know which ones you do and if you like them. Or if you already read them, let me know what you think about them in the comments. I would love to have a discussion on them. Ellen, this one was for you. I hope you like the video. And thank you guys for watching.